right? And so you want the most full, bouncy, beautiful hair that you can get. Whether you have a lot of hair and it just weighs down, you can't get that volume, or you have very fine hair like me and you just really don't ever have volume. Calista to the rescue. These are two fan favorites in the Stratosphere collection, and Stratosphere means just that, get your hair into the stratosphere. You're gonna start with a super size of the Bounce Cream, which is this amazing, you've never seen anything like it before, because there isn't anything like it ever. It's a lightweight, wet hair styling fluff. So this is what you use first as you're styling your hair wet, and then to complete the look, you use the texturizing spray, which creates buildable volume. You're not paying for either one, which we have supersized, actually mega sized. I mean, look how big these are. The Stratosphere Bounce Cream on its own is over $76. You're getting both for less than $50. The Stratosphere O2 Texturizing Spray is $53, almost $54, and you're getting them both for less than $50. So again, you're not paying for either one. You're getting both. You have through the end of January to return. Should you need to, if you just want to try it out for yourself for all of those holiday photos, you can absolutely do that. But it's so giftable because it's this beautiful packaging. So think of mom, sister, grandma, any woman you know or man who wants more full hair and just can't seem to get it. Maria McCool is here. She is the creator of Calista, and she brings us awesome hot tools, but she also develops these products that act like tools to give us the volume. It is so good to see you. You look so festive and pretty. Yay. Okay, speaking of festive and pretty, and all year round, but really especially around this time of year, you want to look special. You want to look like you just walked out of your salon where you see over 1,000 people a week.
Yes, exactly. And you know, first of all, I have to thank you all for asking me to supersize these fan faves that you have and put them together, because it is a 1-2. It's like a little set, a little system. Terry said we're using this on your hair when it's wet so we can get that extreme lift at the root. That's what's going to give it that incredible body all day long. And then when the hair is dry, we're adding that intense, more volume with the Stratosphere line, which is very unique, like you said.
It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. Unless you know the Bounce Cream from Calista, you've never seen anything like this.
I'm taking this smaller one out just so you can see why it's so different. Stratosphere is literally a line that I created with my chemist Julio that has vitamins and minerals, amino acids, things that are great for your hair, to strengthen it, to thicken it, to make it appear fuller. But then we take these styling agents in there so that we literally can now pluff and fluff the hair up, but with absolutely no weight. And what's important about the no weight, Terry, is because for years my clients who want volume and body, the products that were available to me and them were very high polymers that were dense to get the volume, and also a lot of butters and oils. So what happens is you get the volume, but like in an hour, your hair collapses.
Lose it.
Yeah, or it kind of collapses. With this, as you can see, it's just like a cloud. You're only going to use the pea-size amount. You just take a little scoop. I mean, literally, it's like a cloud. But when then you massage it into your hand, it turns into that serum styling product. Now that it's all over my hands, right? When your hair is wet, damp, I always say damp, you're gonna go right into the root with it, okay? You can go second day, add a tiny bit more like I'm doing right now. So what that does first, as you can see, it gives Helen's very fine hair this extreme lift at the root, right? You're gonna see her B&A. She has fine hair, it likes to lay flat, it's pretty thin. So by using that first when it's wet, we now have the appearance of thicker hair, fuller hair, lifted hair. And then once it's dry, that's when the O2 texturizer comes in, right? Oops, I gotta get this one open. Okay, that's when it comes in. And I know we have the B&A up, but I do wanna show the demo before we do that, just so you can see. So now we're gonna shake this, and we're literally gonna spray this from roots to ends. You can hear the density.
Yes.
I mean, look at, you can hear the density of the spray, but again, it's this light, airy, it's vitamins and minerals, and then Julio and I created this oxygenated styling formula, and the oxygen is what keeps it super light and airy, and then you have your fullness and volume. If you want to add spray, you can. That product's all about giving you texture and I mean, Helen looks like Jan just said, it looks like her hair is twice as long.
It does.
Like she's got
and
hair
thick.
now.
Twice as thick.
And do you see where she has the thinness like around her edges and the sides? Go in there
Fluff
and add
it
a little
up.
bit more. Thicken that up. Let that go in there and make the hair appear thicker. The same with your calic, all that
It's
part
the woman's
there.
version of a comb over.
There you go.
But it
there
stays.
you go. And it doesn't look bad like that.
But we all get to that point where, I mean, I am telling you, the older I get, every single year, I lose more and more hair. It's just kind of a fact of life. So you do have to come up with those little tricks. Like, how do I, you know, other than putting in extensions or something,
Right.
give it that fullness. That's why so many of your customers have come to love this and asked, like, this. It started this size and it got bigger. Can we have more? Can we have more? This is the largest one I've ever seen. I mean, like, usually they're about this size.
Well, I do
this
have
is
the original one if you want to see it. This is what you're used to getting.
So
that's
that's
what
it.
you're used to getting.
And you ask for more and more and more.
Yes.
We're like, okay, we'll do it for you. This is the mega. You're spending almost you would be spending almost $76 to get this much. You're getting that and the mega size of the Bounce Cream. So wet and dry styling for less than the price of either. Beautiful packaging, very elegant and tasteful. It will look good sitting on your counter. And you'll feel good about gifting this because really all of us want that look.
Right.
The bouncy, the texture, the beautiful
So
hair.
true. You know, you've talked to your mother, your best friends, your sisters that will talk about struggling with their hair laying flat on them, or it's too fine, it's too thin, or they just can't get that volume and bouncy in body.
Yeah.
And so that's why I created it, and also in this pretty packaging so that this way you could gift it. And I'm telling you, you're gonna walk into really transformational hair at the holiday season, but also with this mega size, we're talking about all through the new year, right?
We don't have
Just
it on auto
having-
delivery, so this is the opportunity to stock
Right.
up. And you mentioned something really important earlier when you said, you know, you could get on the older versions that you used to use on your clients, you could get the volume,
Right.
but you would lose it very quickly.
Exactly.
So think about getting ready for a holiday party, but you're not leaving the house for 2 hours, or you're going right after work. Think about when you're getting photos taken, or you're going to a wedding, and you look in the mirror as you're leaving your hotel room or your room, it looks great, and you get there, or you look back at the pictures and you're like, what happened?
Right. And that's the thing. I only use a pea-size amount of the Bounce Cream, which gets me the volume going. But then when the hair is dry, and that's on damp hair, now I have my O2 texturizer to come in here and really blow that up more, give it texture, give it shape, get it as big as you want. You can brush through it if you're just trying to get thick, you know, like we could take this down some, but you want to get this volume. Now, if you're like Jan has hair that literally just wants to lay like the picture before. And
Yeah,
Jan will
mine
say,
too.
right, she'll say, if I don't get enough in there, it just won't hold. So the Bounce Cream at the root and in the hair when it's damp is giving me that new thickness and fullness, and the hair appears so much more bouncier.
Feel free to be liberal with it too. You're getting the mega size. It's huge. 500 orders have been placed now. You are the first to see the launch of our big deal, which I love that we do in this show right at noon. So you get your first pick. We do not have it on auto delivery. This is the first time we've ever done the mega size together of the wet dry combo.
And it really is. It's just step one, step two. Your hair's wet. You put a little bit, a pea-size
Okay,
amount.
that's a lot of hair.
Right? And you know, it's great because literally Marissa did her own. And I said, Marissa, I want you to try it because Marissa knows how to do her hair. I said, I want you to put that Bounce Cream right at the root.
So you don't put it throughout the rest of the hair, right?
You can work it through to thicken it, but I don't put
Okay.
a lot. I mostly put it at the root. If you have another favorite product, like I love my embellished foam,
Yeah.
a lot of times I'll always put that in my root, and I might use a second product on the ends if you already have a favorite styling product.
Okay.
But this is the
But
product.
primarily for the root when
Right,
it's
because
damp.
if you don't get lift at that root, your body is not going to be there. And this isn't like any root lift you've ever seen before. Like, look at that texture. It literally is like a cloud. It does go into that root and sit there like support. And then this way, when your hair's dry, now we can make it as big as we want with our dry styling product. And really, I mean, come on. Like, I don't
It's
know
not
if she
gonna
would
fit in
wear
the
her
frame.
this big, but the
Stop,
point is
stop.
we can make it as big as we want.
Well, you are the first to see the launch of our big deal just in time for holiday gifting. 700 orders have been placed. This is the first time we've done this exclusive collection that is all about volume, lift, and bounce. Everything ships for free today and a $10 easy pay for both products. If purchased separately, you're looking at $130. A665870 is your item number. Thank you all
Happy
so
good
much.
hair.
Happy good hair. All right, still to come from Wrap It. I'm